Hey everyone, it's me, Aaron, and this is Comic Class, the show on this channel every single week in which we just geek out about comic books. Although, as you can tell from today's title card, this here is one of them update videos that all the kids love so much on YouTube. I'm just kidding, no one loves update videos, but you gotta do them every now and again. As you guys know, we just got done with January, which is our month-long look back at all the best stuff from the previous year, and last month we counted down the best characters of 2019, the best villains of 2019, the best moments of 2019, and we capped it all off with the top 100 comic books of 2019. It's this big giant event that we do every year. You guys look forward to it so much. So, what are we going to do next? After all that stuff, what is the next big thing for Comic Class? I'm taking a break. Yeah. So that's going on. Yes, I'm going to be taking a break throughout the month of February, and I know that sounds like a very long break, but I will explain why I'm going to be taking such a long break in just a moment. And when we get back, we are going to be making some major changes to Comic Class. But before we talk about all those changes, why am I taking a break? Well, the main reason is because we work pretty much non-stop on this channel from September until January. Almost half the year, we just go on this channel. That's because in September, we start playing out Thorgy-Ween, which is our month-long celebration of everything spooky and scary that we do all throughout October. And then in October, we actually do Thorgy-Ween, the month-long celebration of all things spooky and scary. Then in November, it might seem like we calm down on this channel, but I do NaNoWriMo every single year, which is where you have to write out a novel, a 50,000 word long novel every single year. It's nothing required, but it is kind of a tradition of mine. It's something that I like to do. It also means that I'm working non-stop all throughout November. Then when we get into December, I start cramming non-stop for all the best of the year stuff that we do in January, and then January, we do all the best of the year stuff. So in other words, yeah, we kind of just finished my giant, massive cram session that I do every single year. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break just to kind of relax, but also because I'll go ahead and let you guys know some stuff that's been going on behind the scenes here. I kind of need to take a break for health reasons. Take two. I kind of need to take a break for health reasons. We're not cutting that out. Keep that going. I do need to take a break for some health reasons. I got really sick last year, and I ended up losing a ton of weight, and that all kind of capped off with me having to get surgery and have my gallbladder taken out, and that happened in October. Like in the midst of Thorgy-Ween, that thing where we do 40 videos within the span of a month. Yeah, I had massive surgery during that month, and I didn't stop working. I kept working. I was in massive pain, couldn't even lay down when I went to bed, and I was still editing non-stop and recording every chance that I got. And I still haven't really gotten a chance to like just go, okay, that was a thing. Let me just take a moment to go, whew, all better. But as I said, I was really sick in the lead up to that, and I ended up losing a ton of weight. And this year I need to focus on getting myself back into shape. My goal this year is to actually gain 30 pounds, which I know a lot of people go, oh, it's easy to gain weight. Not for me, it's not. I know a lot of people out there are like, oh, well, you're lucky if you can't gain weight. Not when you're underweight. Then it's a big problem if you can't gain weight. So I need to focus on that, and I need to kind of take this month to just kind of figure out how to do that, because I'm one of those people who, when I sit down and just start working on things, I ignore everything else around me. And in January, like I said, we were working pretty hard in January in order to get all those videos out, all the best of the year things. And there would be times in which I would work for 20 hours straight. Like just sit down at the desk, just start writing, recording, editing, putting everything together, just 20 hours straight. And then I go, all right, 20 hours, time to go to bed. And then I would stop and realize, oh, I haven't eaten anything today. I'm really bad at that. Don't be me. So I need this month to kind of just, learn how to be healthy. So that is priority number one. The next priority is that there's a lot of things that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I've just been putting them off. And I've been putting them off so that I can focus on the stuff on this channel. And it's time that I finally stop putting them off. Some things are professional related. Some things are things I can do to help improve this channel. Because, listen, I've been doing this for a long time, and we have been making slow, steady improvements on this channel every single year that I've been on YouTube. but they're not big enough improvements. I need to really sit down and focus on certain things. Like anytime that we do like a top 10 or anytime that we do like a countdown, I still just type out text and put it down here. Every single other YouTuber out there, they've got like a banner that goes across. They've got like special looking graphics. I don't have any of that because I don't know how to do that stuff. It's time I finally sat down and did that stuff. And it's amazing how much you can learn when you actually finally set some time aside to actually try and learn this stuff. But I just haven't had time to learn any of this stuff. For example, the audio, I will admit this, the audio on all my voiceover videos has always sounded pretty bad. It's always sounded really bad. And about a month ago, I finally got just enough time to sit down and just tinker and experiment with the audio, and I finally got the settings to sound just like I liked. And if you listen to the audio in all those retrospective videos that we did in January and compare them to the stuff that we were putting out last year and the year before that and everything up until just last month, oh my god, it sounds so much better. It's amazing how many improvements and how much better you can make your channel look when you actually take time to make your channel better. So I need to actually set some time aside to actually do that. So that's another goal that I'm going to have in January, is actually focus on how to make this channel better. Another thing is that last year we started up another channel. We started up the Thorgy's Arcade video game channel, and I love that channel. And that channel has been a pretty big success. We had a decent number of people from this channel go over to that channel when we created it. And in the less than a year that channel has existed, we've more than doubled the number of subscribers that channel had, which, granted, it's still not huge numbers that we have on that channel, but for a channel that started off with less than 1,000 subscribers, to double your number of subscribers within the span of a year, pretty impressive. It's really hard for a small channel to pick up any kind of steam, so I've been looking over at that channel going, oh my goodness, I'm actually getting new people in on this channel, and they're enjoying this stuff. And you know something? I'm really enjoying that channel. I love that channel. And there have been things that I've been wanting to do on that channel for over a year before I started that channel. Like, there was a video that I really wanted to do, but I kept thinking, I don't know if anyone on my channel would really want to see me do that. So that was part of the inspiration to start the second channel, to start the gaming channel. And now that gaming channel has been here for almost a year, and I haven't had the time to actually do the video that inspired me to make the gaming channel. And that video ties into something that is very important this year. This year is the 20th anniversary of the thing I wanted to make that video about. I kind of have to do it this year, so I'm looking at this going, you know what? I finally have to make that video. And the reason why I had not actually made that video yet was because when we started up the gaming channel, I told you guys about the gaming channel, and I said, listen, this is just how it's going to be. Now that I'm balancing two channels, there are going to be some weeks in which we're going to have to skip some stuff on this channel so that I can focus on stuff on that channel. And that's just going to be what happens. And then that didn't happen. We never skipped a video on this channel so I could focus on that channel. Every now and again, we would skip a week on this channel, but it was only so I could focus on a larger video for this channel. I never sacrificed anything on this channel for that channel over there. So I feel like, all right, it's time that I finally go and focus on this thing a little bit. I hope that you guys can understand that. And that's not me coming in here and saying, okay, well, that means that you guys are now secondary to this channel. No, not at all. I'm just saying, you know what, if I want to do something for 2 years now, it's time I finally go over there and do it. And that kind of brings me to the changes that we are going to be making on this channel. Like I said, when we get back after the month-long break that we're about to take, we are going to make some pretty massive changes to Comic Class. And let me just go ahead and rip this band-aid right off. The format of Comic Class, me staying up here every single week talking about whatever the big new comic book release that week in comics is, that's kind of gone. We're not going to do that anymore. And the reason why we're not going to do that anymore is because that's not really the best thing for the channel. Now, when I say that that format is no longer the best thing for this channel, there's about 4 or 5 different things that play into that, and I'm going to be jumping all over the place to try and cover all these different issues. So you're going to have to excuse me for being kind of jumbled here, but that's really the only way to address this. But essentially, what I'm talking about when I say that the format of me just staying up here and talking about whatever that week's big new release was is no longer the best format for this channel, what I mean is that in previous years, I had always done that, but I would also put special videos out there. I would put out like a top 10 of something. I would put out a video where I just talk about my ideas about something. Like we would do something where I just come in here and for no reason at all, just talk about, hey, what would be some cool new amalgam characters? What would be my favorite team to make for the X-Men? Just something like that. And we kind of dropped that in the last year. And the reason why I dropped that isn't because I wasn't enjoying that, not at all, and I'll talk about that in a second. The reason why I dropped that is because every single year, YouTube's algorithm gets even harsher. And YouTube has basically now said, hey man, if you cannot hit your schedule, if you can't put out at least a video every single week of this show that people are watching, then we're going to stop telling all your subscribers that you're making these videos. Nobody really knows why they're doing it. I've made videos talking about why I think they're doing it, but yeah, YouTube is very secretive about this, but many YouTubers have addressed this. Many YouTubers have come out and said, yeah, YouTube will punish you if you take any kind of a break, which makes it sound insane that I'm about to take a month-long break. Trust me, I realize YouTube is about to come down on me hard for doing this, but we do kind of need to do it for all those reasons I just laid out before. But as I said, we always used to do like a combination of me talking about big new releases and just doing random fun videos. But those random fun videos take more time, and I knew that if I kept doing them, I wouldn't be able to keep hitting my schedule. So I decided last year we were pretty much just going to focus on talking about whatever the big new releases were. And you know something? We ended up hitting our schedule almost every single week. There were only a few times in which we did end up skipping a week, and it was because I needed to work on a bigger video for this channel. And you know what happened? Last year, when I focused so hard on hitting those numbers, on hitting that algorithm, on making sure that I got something out every single week, we saw the worst growth this channel has had since maybe like our second year. 3 years ago, we saw a bunch of growth. 2 years ago, we saw a bunch of growth. Last year, saw almost no growth at all. And I began to look at that and go, oh, so I abandoned a lot of the cool things on here that people were enjoying and that I was enjoying, so that way I could focus on playing the YouTube game, and I still lost. So screw it. I'm not going to play YouTube's game anymore. And as I said, I really enjoy those videos that we ended up dropping. I really enjoy the things like building the team. I really enjoy the things like editorials. I really enjoy some of the, like doing top 10s and things like that. Me standing up here though, and just with no script at all, is going, yeah, this week Batman punched a guy, it was kind of fun, 4 stars. That's not really rewarding in any way. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. There are weeks where there are books that I am so excited about, and I cannot wait to talk about them. And I do want to get up here and just be enthusiastic and just talk about these books. But that's not every week. And I do have to force myself some weeks to get up here and talk about some of these books so that way we can put a video out. And that's not rewarding in any way. However, me coming up here and actually writing out a script, actually thinking about these types of videos that I want to make, you know, doing things like coming up with skits, stuff like that, that's incredibly fun to me. That's one of the reasons why I love doing the gaming channel so much. Everything over there is scripted. I do skits on that channel. We come up with reviews and stuff on that channel. I actually do have to sit down and write out scripts for, and it's so much fun over there. I want to bring that back over to this channel, like it used to be on this channel. But as I said, the reason why we had to drop that was because YouTube's algorithm was punishing us for stuff like that. But I began to look back at those videos, and I began to realize, yes, we are hitting higher numbers with those weekly videos. We are hitting higher view counts every single week with the weekly videos where I come in here and I talk about, okay, this thing happened this week. But after that week, those numbers stopped growing. After that week, the view on the videos where I talk about whatever came out that week, nobody cares anymore. A brand new thing has come out. But all the other videos, the ones that are kind of timeless, the ones that kind of just talk about random stuff, those ones continue to grow over time, even though in the week they come out, they get smaller views. That's one of the reasons why I stopped making those videos, is because A, they took longer, and I knew that I just wouldn't be able to hit my schedule if I kept making videos like that. But the other reason was because in the week that I put those videos out, they would always do worse than the videos where I just talk about whatever the random issue is that week. But there came a week in which YouTube recommended to me one of my old videos, like a video from 4 years ago when Spider-Man Homecoming came out. I did a countdown of my 20 favorite Spider-Man storylines of all time. And I remember I worked so hard on that video, and when we uploaded that video, it got like no views. It underperformed massively compared to the other videos at that time. So I just went, all right, well, I worked that hard on that video. It didn't really matter in the long run. YouTube decided to recommend that video back to me, which is weird that recommended my own video to me. But I looked at, and it now had 30,000 views, which for this channel is pretty darn nice. And that's when it dawned on me. Yes, nobody cares about what happened in a week of comics 3 weeks down the road. But those videos that are kind of timeless, yeah, they kind of build and grow over time. Like we do this show, Building the Team, which I come in here and go, all right, what would my dream X-Men team be? My dream Thunderbolts team. Like I just pick a team, and I go with my dream version of that team. And everybody tells me they like those videos. People tell me they want more of those videos, but they always underperform. Compared to the videos where I come in here and I talk about what is the thing that happened in comics this week, Build the Team, those videos always underperform. But then I went back and I started looking at those numbers and I realized, yeah, they underperform in that week, but as time goes on, their numbers continue to grow. They actually do become a success over time. And YouTube is a format where they tell you to just focus on the short run. Just focus on the here and now. That's it. No one on YouTube tells you to focus on the long game. And then I began to realize I need to stop focusing on the short term. I need to focus on the long game. I need to focus more on those videos, the ones that grow over time, the ones that kind of feel timeless. And you know something? I need to focus on them because, as I said, I don't really even enjoy just staying up here and just talking about, hey, here's this week's comic. Those videos, though, things like Build the Roster or like the random amalgam video that I did, like all those types of videos, the top 20 Spider-Man stories, those types of videos, I love doing those videos. And you guys seem to love them more. So if you love them more, and I love them more, why am I not doing them? The only reason I wasn't doing them was because YouTube's algorithm didn't seem to enjoy the idea of me taking time off to make those videos. But as I learned last year, even if I decide to put out weekly videos to hit YouTube's numbers, YouTube still punishes me. So if I'm gonna be punished either way, why don't I just make the videos that you and I like the most? And I'll tell you the thing that really made me reach this realization was in the last week of December, like nothing was coming out. So I said, all right, we're gonna skip this week so I can focus on all the best of the year stuff. And someone commented to me, yeah, but Incoming comes out this week. And I went, I forgot Incoming was a thing, and I'll be totally honest with you guys. I've been in this game long enough to know no one out there is going to care about Incoming 3 months down the road. At all. Zero. Not even 3 months. I'm being nice with that. And Incoming is leading into an event. No one will care about Incoming halfway through that event. No one will even care about the thing that started the event when the event is going on. So yeah, I decided just to skip it, but at that exact same time, someone else on Twitter contacted me and linked me to an article in which DC Comics was talking about its problems with trades. And they're asking me, yeah, so what exactly does this mean? And then I just went on this long stretch. Like I made multiple posts up there going, okay, let's break down all of DC's problems with trades. DC is facing issues with its trade sales because of A, B, C, and D. Here are the things that I can do to fix that. Here's what other companies are doing to fix it. And I had multiple people say, so are you going to make this a video? And I kind of looked at that and went, if I had to choose between making a video in which I come in here, write out a script, and actually think about everything I want to say, get some information, get some numbers in here, I actually talk about the issues that DC Comics is facing with its trade sales, versus an episode where I just stand up here with no script and just go, Incoming, so this happened and that, and then that happened and that, and then that happened and that. It's not even, like, close which of those two I would rather do. Like, I don't even have to stop and think about which one I want to do. It's like the DC trade one. Talk about that. I would so much rather do that. And real talk, yeah, I think the vast majority of you guys would rather hear me talk about that too. I definitely think that, as I said, in the long run, me talking about bigger issues in comics, bigger issues in pop culture in general, I think those ones definitely are the types of videos that would get me more views in the long run, but as I said, it's the type of videos that I just enjoy making more. So we're definitely going to start focusing more on that. Now, that doesn't mean that Comic Class is not going to be like a once a month video. No, we're still going to try and hit as many videos as we can. I'm still going to try and hit a weekly schedule on that, but we are now going to be making videos where I write out a script, where I don't just talk about whatever the big issue is that came out that week, in which I talk about larger issues in comics. Like, at the exact same time that I'm recording this video, there's a discussion going on Twitter about should Spider-Man be allowed to age, because someone who works at Marvel made a post on Twitter saying, yeah, the important thing about Spider-Man is that he's a kid. And I saw people going, what the hell are you talking about? That's a video that absolutely deserves to be made. A video of me talking about, okay, should Spider-Man actually age in the comics? Should superheroes age in the comics? Should we go on to the next generation of characters? That is absolutely a huge issue, and I do want to talk about that. But it's something that I would have to spend some time sitting down, thinking about what I want to say, write it all out, record that. Yeah, it would take a much longer period of time. But you know what? It would make for a way better video. It would make for a video that people would definitely want to watch more than me just talking about Incoming. Not to keep hammering on Incoming, but it is the perfect example of what I'm talking about, because it's been a month since that book came out, and I guarantee you, half of you forgot that was a thing. And I also want to make it clear, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to come in here anymore and talk about random issues that come out every single week. That doesn't mean that that is gone, that we're not going to do that anymore. No, we will definitely do that, but only when it's something kind of big. Like, I know that I recently got a lot of subscribers from all the House of X books that I put out. And you know something? House of X was a great book. That was a really big event and felt important. And we all wanted to talk about that thing. And I wanted to talk about that thing. So if a book like that comes out, hell yes, we will come in here and do that again. But let's be real, that doesn't happen all the time. And there's way bigger, more important things to talk about than, you know, Incoming. I'm going to keep hammering in on that one, I don't care. But when I say big important things, I don't just mean things like, okay, let's talk about sales numbers right now. No, we're also just gonna do fun stuff. We're gonna do building the team again. That's going to be a regular thing that keeps coming back. I might do another one of those amalgam videos, because you guys have been asking me to do it forever. I'm gonna do a video all about, you know, hey, what if DC and Marvel crossed over again? What are some crossovers that we would love to see between these characters? Because that's a video that I've been wanting to make for a while. Yeah, we're just gonna do fun stuff again. And as I said, every single time that I talk about doing fun stuff, I always get people out there going, yeah, that's kind of the reason why I subscribe to you. Which again is another reason why I'm doing this, is because when you actually look at the numbers, yes, the videos where I come in here and I just talk about a random book that came out this week, those do way better numbers in that initial week, but then they drop off after that. And here's the other thing. They also don't really bring in subscribers. Unless it is a big, giant, massive event, it doesn't really bring in subscribers anymore. It's the stuff that I've done that goes to grow over time. The stuff that doesn't really contain itself to all within 1 week. That's the stuff that brings in more new viewers. So honestly, this is just me coming in here and saying, yeah, man, I'm basically just going to do what's better for the channel, what's better for me, the stuff that I enjoy more, and the stuff that you guys seem to say you enjoy more. So this seems like a win-win for everybody. It's just me saying, get used to not seeing this anymore. This is gone. All this stuff, not going to happen anymore. We're going to be in front of the green screen. I'm going to be staring at my prompter. I'm going to be talking off of a script from here on out. Or it's all going to be voiceover stuff. So that's going to be some of the big changes. Also, we're just, you know, again, we are going to still do videos where I come in here and just talk about random issues, but that's no longer going to be Comic Class. That's going to be Thorgy's Picks from now on, and it's only going to be stuff that I'm really excited about, and that's going to be, you know, rarer than Comic Class. But that's the stuff that I wanted to say. As I said, this is kind of a big change for the channel, and I hope that works out, but if it doesn't, then, hey man, it needed to happen anyways. I am really hoping that this change in directions is a positive thing for the channel. I do know that, like I said, YouTube's algorithms, it doesn't like when people do this. It really does not like when people come in here and go, well, now it's time to change things up and we're no longer going to be following the same schedule that we used to follow and we're going to change everything that we do. YouTube always punishes people for that. And I know, right now, I'm going to lose a ton of subscribers off this. I can say that right now. I know I'm about to lose a massive chunk of my subscribers from doing this. But it kind of needs to be done. It kind of needs to be done because, as I saw from our numbers last year, the channel has become stagnant. It's not growing anymore, and if something isn't growing, and I'm not enjoying doing it anymore, and the audience out there is asking me to do something different, there's really no reason other than the fear of facing further punishment to keep myself from doing it. And I've gotten to that point where I don't care about the further punishment. I just want to have fun. I just want to do the stuff that I like. So screw it. We're going to do the stuff that I like because I think you guys like it too. But let me know some of the fun new videos that you guys want to see down below. Let me know what you think about this change in directions. Sorry that I rambled so much, but you guys have been with the channel for long enough, you know. I ramble a lot. But thank you guys very much. And as I said, we are taking a month-long break, but that doesn't mean that we won't still have some videos going up. This weekend there will be the Birds of Prey video. Next weekend there will be the Sonic video. I don't think anything else is coming out in February. If you're a member of our Patreon, we are still going to do videos for you guys this month, so that's not affected by the break at all. I am running on fumes right now. I definitely need to go on vacation at this moment, so thank you guys very much. Oh, speaking of vacation, if you guys are in the Boston area at the end of this month for PAX, I'm going to be up there. So, you know, what better time to be in Boston than at the tail end of February? You'll see me in a frozen block of ice, just trying to reach the convention center. I'll wear my Captain America shirt when I get frozen in that block of ice. It'll be very poetic. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I hope that you guys look forward to all the changes that we're going to make. Bye, everyone.